In this video, as mentioned in the title, I'm going to share 7 ways or methods that you can use to focus better on whatever task you're doing. May it be studying, doing your office work, working on your business, writing a book, editing your video, or any task that you want yourself to give full attention to and do well in. You can use some or all of the methods mentioned in this video to reach closer to your goals. Number 1. Wake up early. Waking up early and performing the most important task is one of the greatest ways to focus better and do well in that task. When you wake up early, you are fresh and full of energy. There's no compulsion to wake up at 5 am or 6 am, but if you can manage to do that, it will have its own benefits for sure. You will be fresh, you will be completely alone, there won't be people to disturb you, you can work in absolute solitude. Also, when you start your day with completing the hardest task, the quality of the rest of your day also goes up significantly. Waking up at 5 or 6 would definitely give you an edge, but the main takeaway of this point is to do your hardest task or the most important task as soon as you wake up, whenever it may be. Number 2. Stay in a fasted state after you wake up. It's been more than 3 years since I've stopped having breakfast immediately after I wake up. My parents don't necessarily like the idea of skipping breakfast, but it is a really useful tool when you have to focus on something and when you have something to work on. And the reason I've included this point is when you eat something as soon as you wake up, your body naturally uses energy to digest the food you just ate. So you tend to feel low on energy and then you wonder why don't you feel like working or why do you feel lethargic even after waking up. So when you wake up, just don't have anything for at least 2 hours or even more and start working on the necessary task. You will be shocked to notice that you perform the task so much better and so much more efficiently. Number 3. Turn off your phone. I believe if you want to achieve anything in life, your biggest enemy should be your smartphone. It is a major thing that pulls you away from your purpose. It takes away so much of our time, our energy, and drains us so much mentally. It kills our creativity and literally makes our existence feel useless if used excessively. The people who scroll on Instagram for hours mindlessly would be knowing what I'm trying to say. No matter what task you are doing, if it's important or not, no matter if the task is working on your business or as simple as reading a book, if you really wish to do it efficiently, you should 100% switch your phone off and throw it away for some time every single day. Number 4. Prepare a very specific to-do list. I remember this quote I read somewhere and it said, the best and the most productive morning routine starts the night before. So every night before sleeping, you must know all the important tasks and activities that are to be completed for the coming day. And you need to be very specific with the tasks. If your goal is to study, don't just write down study on your to-do list. Write the exact subject, the exact chapters, and the precise question and answers that are to be studied and learned. When you have a very precise set of goals or tasks, you seem to complete it more efficiently without wasting any time. Also, a side note, make sure you're not giving yourself unreasonable number of things to do for the day, otherwise you will just set yourself for failure. Number 5. Cold shower. Cold shower should be a major part of your morning routine if you plan to work in the morning, which you should. You wake up, get into a cold shower, eat nothing, and start with your tasks for the day. This will set you up for success if done consistently. The most successful people do the most uncomfortable tasks as soon as they wake up. And having a cold shower also releases dopamine in your brain, which helps you to perform the task more efficiently. Number 6. Give yourself a time limit. You need to have this understanding that when you are really in a deep workflow state, you can't expect yourself to work for 10 to 15 hours or even 5 hours a day. Just 2 to 3 hours of good deep work daily would drain you out completely. I know we have been conditioned to go to school or college for 6 hours a day, go to a job for 8 to 9 hours a day. But just really think about it. How much hours out of this time do we actually do something productive or add value to someone's life? If one is writing a book, do you think they would be able to write for 8 hours daily even if they are taking breaks in middle? That is not possible. Because when you are doing deep work, you would only be able to do it for 2 to 3 hours maximum, but your work would be so efficiently done that it would be more than enough. So give yourself a fixed time limit to complete a task and try to make sure that you complete it in that time limit. And lastly, number 7. Switch up the task a bit. We all have this period when we are working on something or we are studying a particular subject. We just are not in the right state of mind to do the task. No matter how much effort we put in, no matter how much we try, we just can't seem to get it done. Instead of dropping the task completely, try switching up the task a little. For instance, sometimes when I really don't feel like scripting or don't have any good ideas to write, I go back to editing or doing the voiceover for my pending videos and come back later to continue the script, and it works for me wonderfully. All of these strategies and methods are something that I personally use in my life, and I just compiled them and put it in this video. If you learned something from this video, and if I could add any sort of value to your day, then my purpose is fulfilled. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the video in the comment section below.